Another day, I'm down here again, and today I'm just going to tackle just tidying up this area, I think, because and maybe this. We'll see. You know, I really didn't feel like coming down today, so I had to force myself, but a little bit every day. So I put copper pipe in that, well, copper and brass, metal in here. Anyway, I'm gonna tidy this stuff up and put garbage with the garbage. I'll give it a good sweep and straighten out all the wood garbage, and like some of it's regular wood, some of it's pressure treated, and they have to be separate. So and I got more metal stuff there. So anyway, that's what I am going to do. So here I am going through like my curtain rods and things here, and I realize I'm not asking myself the right questions. I want to keep some things, you know, so I have options with my continuing decorating and renovation projects. But I have not asked myself realistically, what is the likelihood of actually needing these things, or any of my sons needing these things? And yeah, so, okay. I think what I'm going to have to do is go through things again. I'll show you what I got here so far. I've got a whole pile of these little white curtain rods. I don't have any curtains that are like rod pockets. Oh, I think my neighbor gave me, not my neighbor, my former tenant left one pair. But I think I put those in the yard. Those are in the yard sale. So, you know, do I put them in the yard? Some of the better ones I can put in the yard sale. The rest, like this one here, I like the end of it, but it's missing the other end. And then I just have just a plain pole there with nothing. So those are going to go in metal salvage. I'll see if any of those little white curtain rods are half decent, and if they are, I'll put them in the yard sale. Anything with rust on it, it's going in here with metal salvage stuff. And then there's this thing. I was trying to save it. It's one of those clothes hanger things if you have a high closet. And I put it in here because there was something in the rod that I could not get out, and then it got stuck, and I've never been able to get it out, haven't been able to use it. So unfortunately that is going to go there, and I should probably put the other. Now here's another part of the piece, right? But I've been using these to do my custom closet, so I actually think this piece I can actually still use. Same with this. I would just have to get an end bracket for the other side, and I've also helped my son and daughter-in-law make some like custom DIY closet organizers with them. So I'm just going to keep those ones. And then this is a wooden closet rod too, obviously brand new, never opened. And the thing about wood ones, you can cut them to length a lot easier. So I'm going to keep that one too. So if my daughter and son-in-law have any more closets they want to do custom with, I've got that for them. Or if I do, for that matter, I can do that. I put all these, there's a couple of the curtain brackets here, and those two are curtain brackets for those two there, which I quite like. I did use them in my last house, or the one before that. Actually, I think I used them in both. I used them in both my last house and the other one. And same with this. This one, yeah. And then I got the long one. And I have matching ones, I think, at my triplex that are shorter. And then, of course, I have this one that I ended up using on my porch. But here's the thing. So those things are things I'm going to probably hang on to for a bit. And, you know, either I may use them or my son, depending on where he stays or goes. And then there's these shelf brackets and the railings that they go in. These are really good industrial strength brackets. And I thought, okay, I can just put them here. But here I am, shelf stuff. Like I need to get rid of stuff. Am I ever going to use that again? Probably not, because I am downsizing. hopefully the next place I go, I'll have even less stuff to store for reno projects. So, yeah, I'm just going to let them go, okay? And these rings went with the wooden, oh, not this wooden rod. I used to have this other curtain rod, and I gave it away. And anyway, those are going to go. That's it. Done. Put those in the yard sale. And one more thing. Chain. Well, you never know when you're going to need a chain, right? Okay, I'm going to hang on to that for a little bit. You can call me out on any of this stuff, you know. I'm just trying to show you my really bizarre thought process. I'm going to put that there. This is kind of yard sale stuff. Okay. What else? Oh, yes. I'm going to do that. So this box here is also yard sale stuff. I put my shelf bracket things in here. But I also had put, I want to show you, I put in these little, these drawer glider things that I managed to salvage from a cabinet. You know, a couple of these great ideas of making things. Well, it's not happening. And I also thought, even if I hadn't used it, my son might go, you know what? He does like to build furniture and stuff like that, but you know, it's not worth me hanging on to it, and I do not want to clutter up his shed anymore either. So I'm going to put those in the yard sale. Maybe somebody else will want them. All right. So I basically was working on all this wall, this area today. I'm exhausted. I'm hot. I wiped off all these garage floor mats, and I was going to keep them and put them in here because, as you can see, the floor is not great there. But I decided I should try and sell them. I used them once, so they're not like perfectly clean. You can see the dirt on the edges, but I wiped them all off and tried to clean them up. And then I also have this tire rack here, which I never ended up using. I put it up, and then I had to take it down right away because I was not strong enough to lift my tires in my new car. So, yeah. Not that my car's new. I've had it for quite a few years now. But anyway, I'm going to put those online and see if I can sell them. And I'm not even going to wait for the yard sale for that. Some of these other things are going to go in the yard sale. Now, you may have noticed this bottle of Grout Deep Clean here that I decluttered from my storage room, or was it my paint room? My paint storage room. And I think I might have used it on grout once for one of my reno jobs. And then I never used it. So I thought, well, I might as well declutter it. Well, it's still good. And of course, as you know, everything I'm decluttering is ending up down here. But I've been using it to clean the car mats. And then I was thinking, you know what? I could have used this to clean the grout in the bathroom. In my spring clean in the bathroom, I showed you how I used the bathroom gel, which, you know, is a hack that I learned many years ago. And it's worked for me. It does get pretty clean. But this might be better because, you know, I don't know if that bathroom gel trick that I use is actually all that safe. But anyway, so here's another area where, being a declutter cheater, another one of my previous videos, you have something, you put it aside, you're going to get rid of it, and then you don't end up getting rid of it because you do find you end up using it. And I am going to hang on to that now, because now that I figured out it is good for cleaning all kinds of stuff, I might actually use that for cleaning the grout. Who figures? Now over here, I've started getting stuff ready for the dump. A couple of pieces of plain wood. This is my metal, copper, pressure treated wood, empty pail and bin. This bag is my son's stuff, so he needs to come and sort through that. These are all empty pails. There's a little bit of carpet's got to go in the garbage, but not today. And I guess I should move that cloth out of the way there too. And I've also put a piece of J-trim up there that was down on the floor. Unfortunately, I missed it when I was taking the extras back. I overbought like a couple of years ago when I was doing that. And so I kind of stuck with that. But my son does that kind of work sometimes too. So if he knows I have it, you know, he can use that in one of his projects. And I've got some little scraps left too. And yeah, so I swept the floor. This is all tidied up, all organized. I got a bag of garbage to go. I got some recycling stuff. And I got a few more things put here. I decided to put this wood here that I will put at the yard sale, but potentially for free, you know. Just, you know, if people need it, then they can take it. And yeah, so that's that. So I'm done for today. The areas I have left to do are all the shelves and everything in them here. And also this corner over here. I'll move the couch out of the way and this cubby back there. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do another day.